This program only reflects the personal views of the program hosts and/or the individual contributors.
Good evening, this is Newsline. I am Michael Chugani. Tonight, can young people nowadays really become the next Li Ka-shing? As Chief Secretary Henry Tang says. With me are two young people, Shirry Heung and Ramon Yuen. Now, the both of you are very first-time guests on this show, and I specifically invited two of you to come because Henry Tang, some days ago, said that young people should not criticize property developers too much, and that instead they should have more initiative, and they should ask themselves, why can't I be the next Li Ka-shing? Now, I think many people will agree or disagree as to whether opportunities exist in today's Hong Kong for the next Li Ka-shing. Shirry Heung, I'll go to you first. You're with the Young Civics, which is the youth wing of the Civic Party, right? And the Civic Party obviously got well-known people like Audrey Yu and Alan Leung, who was here just a week ago. Now, can you become the next Li Ka-shing in today's society?
Actually, the problem is I don't want to be Li Ka-shing in the society because making money is not my only dreams, and then I don't think I have to go all the way same as Li Ka-shing because I have my own dream because I'm doing law. And
can you realize your dream in Hong Kong? Because a lot of young people say they cannot realize their dream. The opportunities don't exist anymore. Is that true?
But it depends what your dreams are.
You're now a law student, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, obviously, you hope to become a lawyer.
Yes.
Right? So your dream is to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
But surely the opportunities do exist for you to become a lawyer in Hong Kong.
I think it's hard for many people because the law, the degrees are...
Well, what's the problem with the degree?
Because not many people can get into the law school in HongOng because it's get only very limited seats. So I think if people want to be lawyers, they may get
So that is a failure in the Hong Kong government, that they haven't created enough places for people like yourself to get in. You say it's very hard to get in.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, Ramon Yuen, I'll come to you now. You're Young Democrats, which is also the youth wing of the Democratic Party, and if you're in the youth wing, the both of you, then obviously you're going to be generations down our future politicians, right? Because you've joined political parties, right? So now, Ramon, you are no longer a student. You're working in a financial company, right?
Yeah.
You're an financial investor, right?
Yeah.
Surely that is already an opportunity created for you, right? So what's your complaint?
Actually, when you look at the billionaire list in Hong Kong this decade, every year, the top ranking are Li Ka-shing, Li Shaoqi, the Cross family. But when you look at
the Sun Hung K family, family.
But when you look at, maybe say in China, every year they have the same, they have the different ranking among the.
So what you're saying is in China, the opportunities exist for new people to become rich. In Hong Kong, that opportunity has gone.
I think it just shows the social mobility. You cannot go up, and because the entry barrier is also very high for
Can you go up? You're working for a financial company now. The opportunities
of course I can,
are there.
But if you say I can earn like Li Ka-shing, I think that's impossible.
Well, Shirry said here she doesn't want to be like Li Ka-shing. That's fine, because maybe Henry Tang thought everybody here wants to make money and be rich like Li Ka-shing. But maybe the world, Hong Kong society has changed. and the younger generation like yourselves don't think that making money is the most important thing in society. But okay, you don't want to be Li Ka-shing, and others have told me that. But you clearly want to be a lawyer, and you have studied for that. But when somebody like Henry Tang says to you, work hard, young people are not working hard enough, they should work hard, they should not criticize the property developers like Ramon just did, and make your own future, do you feel he is disrespecting the young people in Hong Kong?
Yeah, I think he is labeling the young people in Hong Kong. In my view, I think everyone in Hong Kong, the young people especially, like the post-18, post-19, we all work hard. But of course there are some people who may be lazy, but that's the society. We have all kinds of people, we have diversity. But I think majority of people, they will work very hard to fight for their futures. And to
so what do you think when Henry Tang, who is the chief secretary and he hopes to be the chief executive, when he stands up, and this is not the first time he's done that before, he says that young people complain too much, that they should not be complaining, that they should get on and they should have more initiative, take more risks. When he says that, how does that make you feel? Do you feel insulted?
Yeah, because we discover what's going on in the societies, and then we point it out to the government. I think the government should lend us the ears and to listen to what we say.
You don't think the government is listening to you?
No, I don't think so.
Tell me why.
Because like every time we are saying that we are talking about the property hegemonies, and in Hong Kong we are talking about the wealth gap in Hong Kong, the income gap, and then we are talking about the social injustice in Hong Kong, and then Mr. Henry Tang will say, oh, you should stop complaining, and then Hong Kong is still good, and you still have a bright future if you work hard.
Yeah, well, he said that. Let me come to Ramon here. Shirry mentioned the wealth gap, property, and social injustice in Hong Kong. I think a lot of people say that is a problem in Hong Kong. You just mentioned that every year in, year out, the richest people in Hong Kong are always the property developers. Yes. Li Ka-shing, the Henderson land people, San Hong Kei people, and so on and so on. But Henry Tang did say developer hegemony, property developer hegemony, that is not something he agrees with. He doesn't think that it is hegemony. He thinks that people like Li Ka-shing worked very hard throughout his life, and that's how he made money. How do you see it differently? Why do you think that there is property hegemony? Can't you say that he worked very hard, so he deserves his money?
The property hegemony is not created by those property developers only, but our government. And the high land price...
By our government?
By our government, yeah.
There's a collusion between them and the government. Is that what you're saying?
Well, they always claim they have no collusion, but it's hard.
Do you believe there is collusion?
I believe it.
You do also?
It's hard not to believe in it. Yeah. And the high land price actually creates a very high entry barrier in different industry. So you can see many artists protested about
they cannot afford the rent.
Yeah, they are for the rent. They cannot fulfill their dreams because those artwork, you have to give them time. If after a year or 2 years they cannot maybe sell.
Do you feel disillusioned then? Do you feel you've lost hope? As a young person in Hong Kong, do both of you feel you've lost hope, that you cannot realize your dream?
Actually, in the moment I remain positive because I still hope the next chief executive will not Henry Tang.
You don't want Henry Tang?
Yeah, we'll do something.
What about you? Do you feel you've lost hope, Shirry? Because you have not yet started work. Ramon has, but you still haven't. Have you lost hope?
I would say yes, a bit. Because if you want to start a business in Hong Kong, if you can't even afford the rents, then how can you start everything?
But surely that kind of problems young people face all over the world, not just in Hong Kong.
Yeah, but in Hong Kong the problem is especially big and especially large because the rent is especially expensive.
Right, we've got the highest rents in the world.
Yeah, and then the government did not do anything to help the young people to start the business. And so how can we become Lee Ka-shing when we can't even start?
Tell me why you joined the civic youth wing of the Civic Party. Do you feel that you want to change Hong Kong society? Is that why you joined a political party?
Yeah, I joined it in last year after the universal referendums. And then I think that because I saw...
Oh, you joined there when 5 legislators resigned to have a so-called referendum for democracy. Yeah. Why did that make you join?
Because I want to support them. I wanted to foster the process of democracy in Hong Kong.
How do your parents feel about you doing that?
They disagree at the beginning, but later become very supportive, and then I guess they will be very supportive after all.
Okay, Ramon, why did you join the Young Democrats?
I joined the Young Democrats because I saw the Democratic Party has some policy research department, which I think the policy research aspect the government has been doing very little. Like a kindergarten level, you can see the Central Policy Unit always do some silly.
The Central Policy Unit is the government's think tank that measures public opinion.
Yeah, even the government think tank is like that. You can imagine.
Are you saying that the Central Policy Unit, which looks at public opinion, it's always getting things wrong? Is that what you're saying? It misreads public opinion?
The question or it's misleading. It's misleading.
The questions, right?
Yeah. Say, do you agree there is any property hegemony? Just yes or no. The question. You cannot answer any other question.
So they made the question to get us the answer that they want, right?
Yeah.
Well, in fact, the former head of the Central Policy Unit, Leo Goodstadt, was on this show a few weeks ago. He was the former head of that, and he says things are done very differently now. But I'm going to pick up after the break. I'm going to pick up what you said, Shirry, about unfair society. Both of you said unfair society, social injustice, upward mobility, and so I'm going to pick that up. Okay, don't go away. Be back soon.